When non-Catholic Christians ask us why us Catholic Christians keep Christ on the cross, I just repeat the words of St. Paul that he said to the Corinthians in 1 Corinthians 2:2. I did not come to you with eloquent words, eloquent speech. I came to you preaching Christ crucified. If you follow me, you know I have a hard time speaking eloquently. But since I met Jesus 40 years ago, I've preached Christ crucified, and I've seen lives changed. I've seen sinners repent, and I've seen the hurt being healed. The reason us Catholics have Jesus on a cross, which we call a crucifix, is because you can't appreciate the good news unless you fully understand the bad news. The bad news is none of us are worthy to get to heaven. One sin sends you to hell. And I was a chief sinner. You were probably a better person than me, a more morally fit person than me. But to get to heaven would be like us jumping over the Grand Canyon. I might run and only get 5 feet. You might run and get 20 feet. But compared to the Grand Canyon, what's that matter? That was our condition. But even though we weren't worthy, God the Father looked at us and said, I love them. They are worth the blood of my Son. And he sent his Son Jesus to die for us the most excruciating pain. And Jesus didn't say, come and follow me and you will have health and wealth and I'll rescue you from every tribulation. No, he said, deny yourself, pick up your cross and follow me. St. Paul said, I've been crucified with Christ, nevertheless I live. So when you follow Christ, you will have trials, you will have tribulation. I promise you this. But I also promise you that Jesus will never leave you. Jesus will never forsake you. And you will have the peace of God to go through these trials. You will have the joy of the Lord to go through these trials. And this life on earth isn't even worthy to compare what God has prepared for us that love him. So you will be filled with hope. So follow Jesus today. He makes the worst sinners the greatest saints. Just look at those in the Bible. St. Paul, St. Matthew. The list goes on and on. God bless and stay Catholic.